I trust this will suffice.
God smiles upon the generous.
Oh, away with you! Back to your cesspit, beggar! A land grotesque as its people. You dreamt of utopia. You saw the tribes united as one.
Oh.
That dream died long ago. You should have done the same. Your kingdom will perish alongside you. By my hand.
I cannot fathom it. His Majesty killed in his own bed.
The blooms upon the prince's grave had yet to wilt. Without an heir to wear the crown, what will become of the royal magic?
Thus vulnerable, an invasion might undo us.
From within or without, the state hangs on a precipice. It may even come to civil war.
In dark times, we must stand together.
Your Eminence!
Who could do this?
Few could even enter the king's chambers, let alone draw close. And yet
His Majesty's arcane power could deflect near any blade. With all the royal bloodline's magic, who could harm him at all?
Shadows stir in the castle just as they did with the prince. What hellbound soul could end a royal life? Who would dare such atrocity? Huh?
Luis.
A shame to die with no heirs. The prince was taken too soon. And only a king may wield the royal scepter, the very crux of his vaunted bloodline's magic, which made such a fine deterrent to war. One has to ask, them dead, who shall take the throne?
Senyo
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. 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 Okay, just want to check one other thing here. Alright then, well, greetings, salutations, and hello, interwebs. This is your friendly online feline neighbor, Tim Tabby, once again bringing you some video game goodness, with a continuation of Metaphor, ReFantazio. Pardon me. Yeah, been about a few weeks since I came back to this, right? Sorry about that. Glad it wasn't months. Life happens. Changes happen, going through a different transition of sorts. Hours are a little bit different now, so you'll probably be seeing more 1 week streams from me, if not 2 or 3 if I can find time throughout the weekday evenings. But yeah, probably might only see one stream from me, at least either Saturday or Sunday. It might not always be at night. It might be in the morning, might be in the day. It really all depends how things go. And if I suddenly disappear again for another month or so, hopefully it just means that a particular transition is going well. And hopefully it will end well. I'm sorry that I can't say more, but it's kind of personal matters. Everything's fine, just that I'll try and explain more later. But for now, I'm here for gaming, and I hope that's what we're here for too. Just have a fun time, just watching this cat just kind of either bulldoze or stumble through this bizarre Persona-esque world I'm in. Last time, if I recall, I defeated Zorba, one of Lewis's henchmen, stopped his cataclysm. That might have been an episode before, but either way, we did clean up. The world or kingdom government, whatever you call it, has declared to run a mock worldwide challenge for the throne, even though it is technically still by decree that it is whoever the people trusts more to lead them will be the new king. But whatever. Apparently this is the government's gambit to try to keep the higher power in order. Yeah, at least Lewis in check. And we are partaking in it. Kind of. I think we're more so just trying to impress and get Lewis's attention. Because despite the fact that we took out Zorba, I guess Lewis didn't hear about who did it. So he has no clue who's actually going after him and his minions. Let alone knew that my main character and Strahl are trying to kill him? And my apologies, I forgot the other gal too, the other red-headed. It just came back to me, and now it's gone. I'll find out in a bit. But yeah, we're participating in the game. We got ourselves a gunner runner of sorts. we're crossing the desert. I think we took on, while all the other contestants are trying to go after big game monsters and bring a head back to some city as a way to get points, we are taking a different approach by going after a bounty of a night killer, I believe, or a knight that has gone rogue and started going on a murder spree and kidnapping children. I think that's what we're taking care of, and hopefully not only will this score us points with a different city who could potentially vouch for us, perhaps, and make us look better, even if we don't bring in a big game, but hopefully Lewis will see us, and as long as we're not doing anything that shows that we're trying to kill him, I guess gain his trust to get closer to kill him. Gauntlet Runner, it's a Gauntlet Runner. Also, apologies if I start to act funny at any point throughout my gameplay. I am taking a little bit of a nightcap, per se. It's my weekend. I actually have a weekend again instead of random days off now. So this is my first night after work, starting off my weekend, and I wanted a chocolate nip. So, chocolate, vanilla, peppermint nip. Alright, so we will continue. Apologies if I have to talk a little bit low, though, or can't really give my best voice acting right now, as I do have to be it is late at night, and I do have to be careful with the volume of my voice. It's a bit of control I'm going to have to learn down the line. So we are on the Gauntlet Runner. It is the night of one of these days. I can either speak of wisdom with Stroll. I can't just talk to our driver, Nearest. I could check the campfire. And I don't know where our other gal is. But before I do that...
What now?
What is my status? I am working on the healer, which is at 16. Stroll is working on the mage. Hulkenberg, that's her. She's currently on the brawler. Gallica, you got nothing else. Everyone's at level 21 at the moment. There's no one I can really do except maybe more. And more, you wanted me to start ranking up a archetype, but I don't have it yet, and I don't know what and where I get it. Current quest is the Promising Return. What are you? Maria is waiting for us to return home and regale her with tales of the strange and distant places we visit. Get a curative con Rosie, no deadline. So, I guess just at any point come back to Maria? Or do I have to do some story? The old Castletown kidnapper. I need to find and bring in Hesme, a notorious criminal tied to a series of kidnappings in Martyra. Despite his bounty, he has evaded capture and his true identity remains a mystery. Increases courage, 100,000, whatever monies that is. It is a 4th rank. This is the guy we're looking for. This feels like a side quest, but it's actually part of the main quest. Moore's Task, Chapter 1 Ordeal. To nurture the strength, I'll need... Okay, the gunner. That's what we're looking for. Hero's Fruit increases imagination, but we have to... This can be completed by anyone, but we have to find out how to get the gunner first. And then our main quest that started this game, called Special Mission. Participating in the tournament for the throne should lead to increased recognition and thus access to Lewis. If I can steal the curse formula from Lewis, I may be able to lift the prince's curse. If not, we could just fucking kill him. Deadline unknown, biggest rank. That's our current thing. Let's see. There were events here. We've already passed that. Today is Metals Day, Idols Day, Flames Day, Waters Day, Arbor's Day. I remember. Sorry, old joke. I remember a friend of mine mentioned I should do something important on Idols Day. And I think I know what it is, which I'll check the very next day, but for now, I don't think there's anything else to worry about. Oh yeah, and eventually I'm gonna have to read all this memorandum. 36% complete too. Interesting. What are my items? We got some thread, only herbs. We got 12 medicines, blue cheese. So it's 150. One ally. Expensive medicine, life-saving medicine. Some fairy dust, great fairy, plus remedy, vitamin. Restores 400 and cures burn. Curative Colony Rose, 250, and a poison for all allies. One ally. This is for all allies, though. That's good. Rival Man, Balm of Life, Soothing Sweet Burn, Invincible Noodles. For 60 seconds, receive no damage from enemy ambushes or while traversing dungeons. So eat this out of combat. And then this is Magic Scrolls. Charm. I have some weapons. There's some things to look at. Giant worm meal. Interesting. Iron sand. Consider selling key items, a bunch of stuff, information. I did get the weapon and armor from the shop, so that was good. And skills. What are my current skills? Straw, you've got barely anything, but that's because I gotta level your mage up. I have light magic and healing with ice. Hulkenberg, you have an ice. Everyone's got ice. With the perfect wing skull crusher and mage wind. So the only one it doesn't have is like lightning or some kind of dark magic. I think the ice magic was for a manticore that was weak to it. Some form of manticore. Alright, anyways. I'm gonna check the campfire. There are insects gathering by the campfire.
Oh, apparently you can eat those bugs. Well, according to Hulkenberg anyway.
I should try and catch one. Dream Eater Moth. Got one. It's my time to cook. I should use it as an ingredient. Oh, goody.
Your thoughts?
Ho! How was that ride, eh? Smooth as butter? Luxurious as a palace? Awe-inspiring? Tear-jerking? I wouldn't go that far. Oh, come now, lad, be honest. You'd be hard-pressed to find a runner that can cross the sands as swiftly as she. Though, full disclosure, that's all thanks to a little mechanism I whipped together that keeps her legs from sinking into the dunes. Didn't have to worry about the terrain if she could just fly, but that's a story for another day. Off you go! Better get your 40 winks. Story for another time. Well, unless Hulkenberg isn't around, I guess we'll just deal with the...
Hey.
Imagination. Hey, you looking for something to do? My weapons are as sharp as they're going to get, and I'm not up to much. Care to keep me company for a while? by recalling the past and planning for the future with Stroll, maybe I could hone my imagination. Yeah, sure.
Now then.
So next up is Martira. It feels like just yesterday when I first arrived in the royal capital. So much has happened in such a short span of time. I met you. We went over the northern fortress and awakened a mysterious power. I'd once thought magic like this only existed in heroic tales of times long past.
Speaking of
which, I've been thinking that perhaps this is the same power that Hero Kings once used. If that's the case, why do you think so many of them met miserable ends? Powers and everything, they had no allies, they lost to a greater power.
What's that about?
Powers and everything.
Oh, I see.
Oh, that was a good score. As kings, they had to govern their people and maintain the peace. Martial might alone wouldn't help you there. Perhaps it's not a matter of how much power you have, but how you choose to wield it. Moreover, we've got more than one power at our disposal, and on top of that, we've got allies who share those abilities as well.
Then,
if we continue to master these archetypes, then maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to surpass the great hero kings of old. Though all this does make me wonder just how many more of these powers are still out there. I felt my imagination grow as Stroll and I discussed the challenges still ahead of us.
alright.
Woo, 4 of them! It only got me halfway through at this point. Come now, it's too early for bed. Let's talk some more. Yeah, let's talk some more as I gurgle down a bit more of this drinky. I need to grab some ice. I'll do that in a little bit. We talked for a while.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Daybreak. Idols Day, June 25th.
Good morning.
Top of the morning to you, my dear passengers. I trust that the sleeping quarters more than exceeded your expectations, eh?
True.
They were better than I feared, considering how tiny they are. But I've got a question of my own. Isn't the desert sand going to do a number on this runner? Oh, my boy, remember who maintains this rugged girl. Nary a grain of sand could fit between her seams, I assure you. Regardless, we'll be leaving these arid dunes behind tomorrow.
I knew it!
Wow, runners really are neat, aren't they? A carriage would never be able to get through the desert this fast. But, just keep an eye on the road, okay, Nearest?
Alright, the afternoon, arrive in Martira in 2 days, huh? Okay, she investigate, you sword something. I want to use the toilet. Maybe I should go in while no one's using it. Ah, I've got it. You got what? Wait, crap? I feel as though being in the small space has sharpened my mind. Protagonist luck increased by 1. Freebie too. Oh, speaking of freebies, check the pantry. Some rock beans, gauntlet shrooms. Grow here? I could use these for cooking. I'll take those, thank you.
Got it.
I should keep making videos. Marvel doesn't work right now, gonna get fixed. Wanna make something? If so, we should try to have everyone teach us their culinary skills. Not right now. Bed? I don't want bed yet. What's this? Bookshelf. Bookshelf is lined with interesting books. Books I could read are New World Travel Diary and Pride and Persuasion. This appears to be a fictional chronicle of a boy's journey in a fanciful place called the New World. I haven't started reading it yet.
Seems like a book that'll really expand the mind. Want to read it together over by the window?
If you read this, it will expand my imagination. Not yet. What about the other one? Useful conversation techniques for convincing others. I haven't started it yet.
Nearest probably left this here, huh? Let's take it over to the window if you want to read it together.
My eloquence. Let me see what the others will do. I know there's also something with the washroom and janitor that increases my MP and HP, but not necessary.
Well met.
Tobias, you've come at a perfect moment. I was just thinking I'd ponder some battle strategies over my game board. An abstract game of military tactics, you see. Care to indulge me in a round? Playing a game my ways raise my wisdom.
Well then.
Perhaps another time.
Hey.
Hey Tobias, good timing. I was about to do some maintenance on my weapons. If you got time, why not join me? Refreshing for the mind as it is for our battles. Maintaining my weapon may help improve my focus during a fight and hone my courage. That is not necessary, because I've already gotten pretty good on the not that one. I could try to improve my imagination, but not at the moment. What I want to see is where I am with elegance. See how much is going to be the take.
What's that?
There. Apparently, this book teaches you ways to ensure others will agree with you. This section's part of the basics. First impressions are vital when it comes to negotiations. Okay, I guess that's true enough. Lower the other person's guard by assuming a natural smile and humble demeanor. Then use flattery to probe for weak points.
What are you talking about?
Probe for weak points? Why? To strike them down in one hit, to gain the upper hand, to exploit them without mercy. Sure. So that you can gain the upper hand, perhaps.
No kidding!
Oh, I see. It feels a bit underhanded, but I guess if you need things to go your way, that's how it has to be done. I feel like paying close attention to the art of persuasion has increased my intelligence.
Alright.
Ooh, or... Yeah, it's about the same. It's gonna be like 12 of those, or 16 of those stars.
I'm surprised. I guess a bit of force can go a long way in helping negotiations go smoothly.
Still more left to read this book. Pick it up here next time.
I say, we could stop for a break.
Ahoy! Break time, chums! There's something up ahead, so we'll be stopping there.
Coming now into view is the Tree of Prophecy, a resplendent tapestry of color against the backdrop of the bleak desert. One theory is that the tree's roots gorge on the land's magma, and still another is that it gorges on those enraptured by its colorful foliage. As though themselves snared by the bewitching mantle surrounding the tree, the gauntlet runner comes to a stop at its base.
Here we are. Shall we get a closer look? Tree of Prophecy.
Wow!
It's so pretty.
It's not just the leaves. It's as though the whole area has been painted red.
Certainly.
This place calls to mind a picture book I read as a child. It told of a great tree located somewhere within the country, whose colors shifted to foretell unusual events in the times ahead. How exactly would a tree foretell the future? And how does a plant grow this huge in the middle of a desert?
Hmm.
I'm not sure if this explains it, but I'm sensing an incredible amount of magla in the air here.
If your hypothesis is correct, that would make this no mere tree, no sir, but a magical organism that feeds off of magla. As a matter of scientific research, I must document this discovery. Nearest pulled a sheet of paper and a brush from his pocket, began to draw the landscape in front of him.
Hey!
Wow, Nearest, how did you get so good at drawing? Ah, my boy, meticulous documentation is the foundation of all good research. There you have it. I'm finished here. Take it as a keepsake. You're giving it to me? You sure I can have this?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. I've already committed it all to safety of my mind. I have no need for the sketch of itself anymore. Tree of Prophecy drawing. I received Nearest's research picture. The drawing is intricately detailed and could accurately convey the full majesty of this place to a viewer who has never been here.
Hey there!
Hey, why don't we give that to Maria? I bet she'd love to see something from our journey. We could tell her a story about this place.
I see. That's our cue to return to Maria at some point. The next time we're in Grand Trot, I should give this drawing to Maria.
Huh. A magical organism in the form of a tree. Say, aren't fairies in the same classification?
Precisely. Gallica is a most precious treasure as well. I've been observing her very closely, which has given me great insight into my own research into flight.
Huh?
What? You've been observing me this whole time? I don't recall you asking, so knock it off.
However,
turning our attention back to the tree, I've heard that it tints itself blue to herald the arrival of favorable developments. I wonder what matter of anomaly its current color portends.
Took a brief detour, but I feel that seeing that rare sight has broadened my wisdom automatically.
Alright.
4 points of it by chance.
The gauntlet runner arrives in a quiet clearing, concealed by boulders. As darkness reclaims the wilderness for itself, monsters run rampant in the wilds. To sleep here would be perilous, unless from within the safety of a gauntlet runner. The party, secure in their gauntlet runner, spends the night in peace, hidden from hungry gazes.
Rock Den Camp. We'll be in Martira the day after tomorrow.
I wonder what kind of place Martira is.
I'm just curious if there's anything to do. Can I
Got
use
it.
the toilet? Okay.
rest of the gauntlet run as sleeping quarters. Time will pass, but your virtues won't improve at all. Oh no, I still have things to do. Fuck that.
What's this?
Be used for nothing. Nothing. Can I go down? Yes, I can go down. There's more.
Come on.
Modifying pretty nifty. Increase my max AP.
Got it.
HP. Nope, don't need it. Here's his desk. There's a born.
This?
Max MP.
Understood.
That will be useful eventually, but I doubt right now. Okay. Where's my stairs? Okay, I'm just gonna talk to people outside. Dreaming and Moth. You just had conversation. Grand Trod could dazzle even the darkest night. Out here, you can barely see the horizon. It's a comforting reminder of home, if I'm honest. I just couldn't appreciate it from a swaying gauntlet runner. You get used to it soon. Are you feeling better now?
Yeah.
Yes, I ate a bit, and that helped. I almost envy Hulkenberg's ability to eat anything, anytime, anywhere. I haven't always been this weak, but the swaying takes me back to times I'd sooner forget. After I lost my home, I was tossed between relatives, and each time it began with an agonizing journey in a rocking carriage. I suppose that's why I find my mind drifting to Heyo. I often wonder how the people who survived are faring now.
Well met.
Ah, well met. I don't suppose you're as overburdened with free time as I am. I'm certainly no stranger to traveling, but I've no idea how to spend idle hours. If the idea appeals, might we talk a bit? By recalling the past and planning for the future with Hulkenberg, maybe I can hone my imagination.
Sure. As far as I can tell, you're the only other thing I can do right now.
This power we've awoken to, I've all sorts of questions. What I really find curious are these forms we take on. Each has their own unique aspects, but one bit they all have in common is their armor-like appearance. What do you make of that? It's cool, it's bizarre, it's kind of scary. It's bizarre. I've never seen armor like that.
Hmm?
True, the designs do set them apart, but it was not their actual appearance I meant to ask about.
Not that I figured.
In my opinion, the armor encloses the raging forces within us, allowing us to direct that power as one directs a horse by its reins. It is said people lose their magic because they refuse to confront their fears and anxieties, forever unaware of that power lurking within them. Is that not then the very condition to awaken our slumbering power? Also, hence why it is so exhausting and why it cannot be maintained for long? The ravenous appetite I had afterwards is proof. We do well to practice diligence maintaining our food reserves. Hulkenberg and I talked about these things to come. I feel like my imagination increased.
All right.
Still was 4.
Okay, it's possible one more of those might be enough. It's getting quite late, but we've a ways to go yet, so I would very much like to continue chatting with you. Hulkenberg and I talked for a while, and then the next day.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
state. Oh, we got internet. Enemy, son, I think. Yep.
Finally! We're out of the desert! Oh wow, I missed all this green!
Why is it so bumpy?
That'd be the change in terrain, lad. See, you got to let the suspensions get used to hard ground instead of soft sand.
Must be nice to fly everywhere.
What the? Did we just crash? Of course not. That's
a cannonade.
Oh. Think we got in the middle of something here?
My star is rising! Ah!
Sanctism will reign! It's them. Remember, from the opening ceremony. I think one of them is Guido, Forden's confidant, and the other is Luis's man, Gladel.
Prominent candidates. Shouldn't the king's magic petrify them for their aggression?
No, see where they're aiming. They're not shooting to kill, just to take out the opposing runner's legs.
Doesn't seem like they're trying to land a fatal shot, just aiming to break the opposing side's gauntlet runner.
Stuck out in the wilds with no working runner. Whether they survive or not, they're dashed well out of the race.
So 'tis a clash to halt each other's advance. Damn fools couldn't resist a show of force.
Look! Over by the legs. That crier is there too.
Who did he take a ride with, then?
I see. Acting as witness to the higher candidate's conflict. It seems Gladel cannot match Guido's firepower.
Our plan hinges on winning Lewis's favor. Can we afford to abandon Gladel if he's one of Lewis's supporters?
What's our plan? If we just hang back and watch, Guido's gonna win. And Forden gets a leg up on the competition.
You see, I would want to just let this play out because fuck both of them. But if we're trying to get on Lewis's good side and not show that we're being, not led on too quickly, that we have our own intentions of getting close. Let's play the part of helping out Gladel and hope we get Lewis's favor.
Let's give Gladel a hand here.
Good thinking. That way we could win Luis's regards.
Agreed. Let us ride to Gladel's aid.
I say, hold on. You realize you're a no-name candidate, eh? If he wants to shut you out, he'll not have to aim for just our legs.
It's a runner, isn't it? If things get too dicey, we'll just run. Didn't you say we had the fastest craft around?
Fine. Suppose there's no room for caution if we want the world's eyes on us.
Okay then, it's settled. Let's make sure he owes us big.
There should be an external runner boat out there.
We're here to help. Withdraw, Gladel. Who goes there? Why do you stand for Luis's forces? Well, sorry, can't get into it now. That gauntlet. You're that commoner candidate who destroyed the Grand Cathedral. Was that not enough? You would profane the sacred a second time.
So be it. In God's name, be thou punished.
So, wait, can we even fight him? Gidu and his monks supported the deck. Looks like he knows the magic won't shield us. He's aiming to kill us here and now. Barrel. Wait, if we're contestants,
You dare interfere in my fight! Know your place!
Won't trying to attack us directly too technically?
Is it fame you seek? You thought by confronting me, you might lift your own names? Then you chose the wrong opponent.
I hate to interrupt, Old Egg, but it's a touch more complex than that.
We of the Crown Theocracy's monk army have silenced all who would oppose the eminence of God. Your petty ruses are beneath me. Now you shall know how powerless you truly are.
Remember, the king's magic means we cannot move to strike Godot himself.
Go for his followers first. We'll thin their numbers and turn the tide.
Go, my brethren! Put the fear of God into these impious commoners!
I did not like that face.
Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
Alright, well.
Is everyone alright?
Okay.
Come!
How about
Oh, shards of
Blizzard?
Who needs
you
igniters?
resist.
I'll show you. I shall vanquish evil.
How about
The
fire?
power of fire!
Let's do
Blizzard.
this.
Okay, that's
What could you hope to achieve?
Oh, fuck.
Kneel before him!
Oh, double fuck.
What could you hope to achieve? Dear God.
He knows we can't attack him. He's toying
By this
with us.
power. We can do this.
Heal.
Thank you.
Helpful as ever.
With a single fist.
I'm going to assume winning will work, but let's do it. Yep.
I shall fight it.
Well, this is a fine. How do you do?
This should do it!
Witness the power of sanctism! This is God's judgment! What could you hope to achieve? Take this!
Here they come. Can anyone heal him?
Healer! Light!
Okay, magic doesn't work. You know what? I'm...
Not this item.
You know what? I'm gonna lose. I already know I'm gonna lose. Let's just...
You can do this!
Try.
And thus I end it!
More resilient than I expected. I would lose nothing by conceding this fight. But the faithful are watching. For the sake of my dear brethren, I must hold nothing back. Now, feel the righteous truth of sanctism engraved upon your flesh.
Does this mean he's getting serious?
Rise, my brothers.
Oh, fuck.
It's nothing.
Take this!
What?
Is that all?
Stroll can't take any more.
No holding
Someone
back!
heal him.
No, not this. Give me your aid!
I can't do anything.
No.
Yeah, you know what? I failed.
The power.
Behold my power! Let's go! Sanctism will reign!
What can I do?
Badly wounded. Anyone heal him?
Forgive me.
Someone get him back on his feet.
Only a flesh wound.
We're
still
badly
stands.
wounded. Someone heal her. Stroll got knocked out. Anyone get him back on his feet.
Sanctism will reign!
Hindenburg's down. Get her back up. Captain's hurt bad. Let's get him some healing.
Sanctism will reign!
Still fight.
Come on, not like this.
Will you yield to...
Let's start. Let's see if we can restart from the autosave. Okay, good. So before we do this, let's fighting love. Wait, I could just. Didn't I? Oh, okay, yes, here we go. Alright, so I'm going to take back my Seeker. Or wait, let's see. This one's got diagnosis. Not if. I've seen them do wind. I'll take out the... You know what? No, screw this.
The freedom of a wanderer.
Okay. You need one of your better ones. I'm gonna take your warrior back out.
In the name of justice!
And your brawler's not helping on this one. We're gonna take back out your knight.
By the sworn oath of knighthood.
Okay, that's what we're gonna do on this one here.
Well met.
Technically it's cheating, but I'm gonna guess. Only 2. So just look cool, huh? Indeed, the design's rather intimidating. That may be fitting, I suppose. Okay. Now late.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Okay, back to Flames Day. We're going to skip that.
My stop!
What's our plan? If we just hang back and watch, Godot's gonna win.
Let's give Glodell a hand here.
Let's give Glodell. There we go. Here. Alright, let's try this again.
You dare Is it fame you...
I hate to interrupt.
We of the... Your pet...
Remember, the king...
Go for his followers for...
Go, my brethren!
Don't forget about the petrification magic! Looks like we can't brute force through this one.
No holding back!
Yes, we could.
Hack and slash!
I will fight with Seeker!
That helps.
You better be sure.
Observe, come! Not now.
I see you!
I shall fight as the noble I am. Are you prepared?
Let's try.
Useless.
Damn.
What could you hope to achieve?
Only a flesh wound.
He knows we can't attack him. He's toying with us.
Let's go.
Guess who I'm doing
Let me help.
on.
I'm obliged. Is everyone all right? Comrades, lend me your strength.
We'll team up.
Behold my power.
And die.
Captain,
in the name of justice.
I'll cut you down!
It's okay. We can do this.
Resist? Oh, are you different?
Power.
Should I have tested you out before I...
Scour!
Resistance is futile! What could you hope to achieve?
Ow.
Here they come.
Captain, they've got your defenses down.
Join with me. No, not this. Let justice prevail. First forth.
Ooh,
Know
okay,
your
your magic.
Peasants!
What a mess.
You can't do anything, so...
All yours. I will fight with you. We'll do this together.
Strike true.
Let's do this!
Rider of the storm.
So, the faithful are broken before you. Yet your desperate struggling is for naught. You cannot defy the inevitable. I am immune to all your wicked harms.
Oh, he gets to do whatever he wants, and we can't even get near him!
Bend the knee and yield to the divine truth of sanctism.
Oh, I want to rip your head off.
Now, are you prepared for the end?
I think not, you rotter!
What have you done to my gauntlet runner?
Knocked it down on its ass, that's what we did.
We've nothing to lose. At the very least, I can thrash your old clunker until it's inoperable.
This is a waste of my time. So be it. You'll face your divine punishment soon enough.
Blah, 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 blah. Just get the fuck out of here. Yeah, that's right. Run away. I don't want to see your ugly face again.
Finally, he took the hint.
Hey,
Hey, get down here.
kitty.
What are you playing at? You think I owe you now or something? I would have been fine without your meddling.
I wanted to help. Are you hurt? Guess you'll live to see another day. I'm gonna continue being the innocent.
Are you hurt? Of course I'm not hurt. Look, what are you after?
Why, Gladell, surely you can spare some manners for a crew that saved our lives?
Wait a minute, is this the singer that was at the ceremony? What? She's not part of Lewis's band, is she?
Honestly, that got a bit ugly for my liking.
Well, well, well. Do my eyes deceive me? Juna the songstress in the flesh. What brings you all the way out here? A little tryst on the road, is it?
Nothing so saucy. I'm afraid this cad's just my chauffeur. Now please, darling, a little privacy, or I'll have to charge for an interview.
Privacy?
Fair enough, miss. Fair enough. Nothing you're not used to. Consider me chastened and shoed. Besides, I might have found another angle here that's just as promising.
Are you gonna be a playable character? I feel like you might actually end up being a playable character. Otherwise, you're probably just gonna be my my watcher. My watcher to his slayer.
There, love. You bested Godot. So you're not just a pretty face. You were more help than my useless driver, at least.
Look here. However talented and famed a songstress she may be, you must remember to contain yourselves.
You're a fangirl, aren't you?
Songstress?
See,
Wait,
also
is she the same Nydia lady who sang at the opening ceremony?
So she's considered a Nydia. I have no idea what kind of person that is. Is he... No, I have a feeling I know what he's going about over there.
But that's... Oh, blast it all, I can't take it anymore. I'd know the suspensions anywhere. You had Caden Workshop on this, eh? Yes, those are quality parts and no mistake. Luis really shells out for his own.
Yeah, I figured he's more into the mechanisms of this gauntlet runners than he is in a songstress.
By the crown, you can't be serious! She is Juno, the kingdom's greatest singer, the dulcet diva! Oh, this is preposterous! Surely I can't be the only one starstruck?
Hey, some people have their own personal fascinations than everybody else.
Really? No one else wants to shake her hand? Well, then on behalf of this group, I suppose it falls to me.
You're an interesting little ensemble. Wait, is that a fairy? A real living one? Where did you...
Hey, up there!
Oh, goody. I guess we got his attention.
An airborne gauntlet runner. He's actually finished it.
Did you not see what happened at the funeral ceremony? Were you too busy working in your workshop that entire day? Those entire 2 weeks?
Luis.
My lord, Luis. How kind to provide a personal escort.
So that's it. I thought it was strange that a candidate like Gladel got stuck playing someone's driver.
But she was still the Sanctist's pick for the opening ceremonies? Guess even Vorden's camp has to bend to popular opinion.
My humblest apologies, my lord Luis, for this travesty, especially when you had graced me with the privilege of bearing the lovely Lady Juna.
Glad to see Lady Juna's safe, at least.
Okay, that's not the voice I was expecting from him, but you know what? Sure.
I could have crushed that churchman like a bug, and I would have if these insolent fools hadn't.
I'm sure. Sorry, don't much care.
How old are you?
It would seem you had to clean up my associate's mess. I'd like to express my gratitude, but if I might ask, who are you?
I'm a candidate for your supporters. Take a wild guess.
I'm just another candidate.
Indeed. Then we are both striving for the throne. One would think you commoners, but for the Lady Knight at your side. And you have a gauntlet runner. Most curious. What made you decide to enter the competition?
Looks like he's more interested than we anticipated. This might be our chance, so choose your words wisely, okay?
Sure. He's asking why I became a candidate. How should I respond? To become king? To help save the prince? To help you, Count Lewis? How different would this change? I mean, obviously saying this, they'll probably just rub it off as a joke because obviously we can't we can't completely screw up the plot this early. Otherwise, I mean, unless this game gives us an opportunity to pull a fight Lavos early moment, like in Chrono Trigger, I'm probably gonna die. Say to become king, he might think that's stupid. Although, to help you, Count Lewis might also seem kind of bold and probably realize, really now? I'm going to take a guess everyone has said this one their first time around. I want to come back around to this on my own time later, but you know what? Let's just continue playing the fool.
I want to help you, Count Luis.
Oh? You fight in my name, do you?
Really now? So, you thought you'd step in for a little self-promotion?
We want to help anyone in need. That's what we believe in.
Anyone? Most interesting. However, my immediate needs are met in terms of sword hands.
Oh, come now. Don't they have a certain charisma to them? Why? I dare say I saw them use magic without igniters.
Please, I know we can help you. We want nothing more than to see your vision realized, Lord Luis.
But I get it. We have to play the fool.
You do know what that vision is built on, don't you? If you would claim yourself my ally, then prove your power before all the kingdom's eyes. You can't change the world without power, after all. If you can manage that, I'll consider your proposal.
See you, loves.
Don't think this changes anything. Come on, Hector!
Hector.
It soars like a damn bird.
Right then, that could have gone worse. We were lucky we managed to connect with Luis this early.
No thanks to that Glodell. Even should we be accepted, he'll be no ally of ours.
Well, at the very least, Luis knows our faces. All we have to do now is avoid screwing it up.
He wants to see our power, does he? Then let's find Heisme, bring him to justice, and show the nation we're a force to be reckoned with.
As the chirping birds return to their nests and the darkness claims its dominion, the Gauntlet Runner at last arrives at its repose, a place grown thick with trees. Are the sounds from between the trees just the leaves being caressed by the wind? Or are they the whispers of the beguiling beings of the dark? The party never has to find out, for they are safe within the Gauntlet Runner.
Oh, damn it, blast!
Did you hear that?
Yeah?
It's over. The end of the road. So ends the life of the genius engineer.
Let's say we go check on him.
Do we have to? He sounds a bit overly melodramatic.
Hey! Nurse, you okay?
Oh, you two. Terribly sorry. It's nothing, really.
I don't think it is.
It doesn't sound like nothing.
Ah, no hiding it from you, is there? No, it's just the old runner. She runs like a dream, you see, but I wanted to make her peerless. An absolute beauty, you know, top of her class. Something that would make even old Luis's runner look like a bally apple cart. I'd not be floundering so much if I just had a bit of spark.
A spark?
Yes, my girl. A spark of inspiration. A moment of epiphany, like when I saw the lost relic.
Come again?
Lost relic? Doesn't ring a bell.
Ah, yes, context. They say that long, long ago, there was a civilization so highly advanced it was beyond all modern understanding. Automation ruled the day. People lived surrounded by machinery with no need to work. Legend has it that they lived lives of convenience and comfort. But somehow, that civilization just up and disappeared. God only knows what happened to them.
Sounds kind of far-fetched already.
hear me out, would you? The point is, once in a stretch, you hear about someone unearthing relics from those days of yore. Absolutely inscrutable to the layman, don't you know? But those in the know would recognize such a prize at a single glance.
Have you seen one? Who'd you hear this from? That one's more of an interesting.
Who'd you hear this from?
Heard it, lad. I've seen it with my own eyes. You see, there was this old inventor in the neighborhood where I grew up, quite sharp, but a bit balmy. That old fellow only showed me his find once, but even seeing it lit a fire in me, like being struck by lightning. After that, it was like a boiling pot. Ideas rising to the surface. And my tinkering always came out marvelous. Some proper court engineer-worthy genius. Something about it utterly captured my imagination. The lost relic, I mean.
Wow. You could try getting him to show you again.
If only I could. That old fellow went back to his own hometown. That single solitary glimpse of the past was all I had. The old goat. He told me he'd leave me the relic in his will.
Okay, so where's this guy's hometown?
Oh, some tiny hamlet somewhere on the outskirts of Martira. A village by the name of Camiro or some such.
Maybe I should look into Camiro when we get to Martira.
This one's important.
Providing a spark. An old inventor near us once knew is living in Camiro, a village near Martira. He may be able to tell us more about the relic he once showed near us. We would just get some hero incense. We left Nearest, who dissolved into doom and gloom again, and headed towards our narrow sleeping quarters in the Gauntlet Runner.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Okay, so I didn't even get a chance to do anything after that. Waters Day, early morning.
Oh.
So, we'll arrive in Martira this evening then. Good. Soon we'll be liberated from this blasted shaking. Liberated? I do believe I take offense to that. The fairy girl's right, you know. Our carriage could never keep up this pace. Some gratitude would be appreciated. Apologies, I am grateful. It's just hard to show it when on the verge of losing your lunch. That, and I pray we can avoid further hindrance like yesterday's.
Isn't that...
Once we arrive in town, we're supposed to meet with Barden, right? I'm sure the sights will be distracting, but let's not keep the man waiting.
Departing the capital and barreling southward, the party's gauntlet runner at last arrives in the old castle town, Martira, where their client Barden awaits. The towering castle's stark walls stare down coldly upon its visitors. The only question now is whether or not this gambit was the right move.
Tis far more desolate a place than I'd heard.
Not many people out. It's like everyone's afraid of something.
Ah, you're here! I've been hoping you'd show up soon.
I know it's been a while, but we pledged to help you. We'll not go back on our word.
Glad to hear it. I'm sure Lady Joanna will also be pleased. Oh, your pardon. Lady Joanna rules this city. She's also a most holy sanctoress of the Sanctus Church. She lives there, in Criganti Castle.
I take it the locals are hoping for His Eminence Forden to win the tournament?
Aye, naturally. No sane and righteous man would want Luis on the throne. Speaking of, I heard there was a scuffle on the road between two candidates gauntlet runners. The criers say Forden's allies suffered the worst of it.
Well, that's Luis's camp for you. I assume it was them. I mean, some nasty characters at his heel, eh?
This is a tyrant. All fights are casualties. It's not my business.
Luis is nothing but a tyrant.
Yes. Such atrocities in his name. Unforgivable.
Captain, are you sure we can trust these strangers? These bounty boarders are always in it just for the money.
Looks like his officer's not on our side just yet.
Dinna be rude, Morris. They've come a long way for our sakes. Now, I'm sure you must be knackered from the journey. Let me show you to an inn. You can try our local speciality, perhaps.
Ah, you've a local delicacy. It would be a welcome treat.
You chaps go on. The old girl needs a bit of maintenance after carrying us so far.
Can't that wait until you've eaten?
Too much at stake, lad. Go on, don't worry, and I'll sort her out. Might well fix the bally waterworks while I'm at it.
Come, everyone. This way.
Is this some kind of smoked dish?
Is that a bug?
Roasted larvae of the giant sandworm.
Yeah,
it's Martira's culinary speciality. Cooked to a delicate finish, just enough to preserve all the natural juices and flavors of the innards.
Oh good. Larval innards.
Tis a unique texture, to be sure, but the taste is divine. Exquisite.
You're completely serious, aren't you?
Something the matter? Do try some of your own before it gets cold.
She really means it. It looks great.
It looks great.
Come now, they're offering us fine hospitality. 'Tis only right that we graciously savor it.
Yes, absolutely right. I'll be cheering you on. And, I'll see to the funeral plans.
I've barely been into this thing. Already I felt a spray of something. But as for the taste, it's not that bad.
Are you actually enjoying that?
How was it? Sometimes the insides can twitch a bit, but it's harmless, I assure you.
What? No good burgers.
Would that I had time to try more of your dishes, but to business. Can you fill us in on the details of all these kidnappings?
Aye. Our wee ones have been going missing for at least 6 months. All told, we're looking at 15 children now unaccounted for.
And you think this Heismay is your culprit?
I'm told he's a disgraced knight with nowhere else to turn. We've no proof, but the pieces fit. Seems to me that with nothing else to lose, he's gone rogue.
For a man who claimed a knight's honor to stoop to such horrors. 'Tis unacceptable. We must end this quickly, for our sake and his own.
If I recall the brief, it'll be quite a feat to even get near this Heismay. His hideout was in the midst of the sandworm's territory, yes?
Aye, well remembered. He certainly isn't going to make this easy for us.
So, is Heismay's hideout way out here? Looks pretty far from Martira.
A giant sandworm's nest in the wasteland, reputed to be the hideout of Heismay the Kidnapper. The area is subject to a unique weather phenomenon known as a sand flash.
There's a runner.
There's a major cannon's gauntlet runner seems to be here.
And there's a campground.
A ditch in the blusterous desert. It looks like a safe place to stop the gauntlet runner and take a breather.
Here's where we are now.
Okay.
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder how we can even survive out there.
We've been chasing any lead we have, but we can't figure it all out. We're in over our heads.
Together, we'll get the job done. Just have our reward ready.
Let's work together to save this town.
We're awful grateful to have you. And don't worry, we'll pay you what you're due. After all, nobody else in the royal capital would give it a second glance.
We help anyone in need. That's why we've come this far.
Inspiring words, young man. Now, I hope you're not full yet. We've a whole spread of other dishes for you. Now this is the pride of the town. A fine sweetmeat made from the juvenile sandworm's entrails. You'll find this tastes as sweet as any dessert. Together, I'm sure we can find a way to the stronghold without falling prey to those worms. Now, please, dig in.
Tis altogether different from the roast. Why, tis succulent as a mellow fruit. Another marvel.
As succulent as a succulent Chinese dinner?
You must have gotten used to eating anything you had to out in the wilds, eh?
I'll schedule a meeting with the Honourable Lady Joanna tomorrow. Please, rest your weary heads for today.
If they aren't here calling a free meal out of us, that is.
Now, let's go.
Shut it, Boris.
It's been a while.
It's been forever since I've had such a spacious bed.
Exactly.
We're going to meet the lady of the town first thing in the morning, so get your beauty sleep, okay?
Aye.
Oh, don't mind me, I've just arrived here just now. So it's not like I've overheard the conversation you just had with Barden. Even if I did hear something, it's not like I'll tell anyone. I never would have made it as a professional informer if I didn't know how to handle sensitive information. That's right. If there's anything you want to know about this city, simply ask me. You can always find me here. Well, then, speaking of, can I talk to you? Can I please talk to you? Can I talk to you? Can I talk to you? Fuck you. Okay, fine. Oh, the cuisine here was delicious to the last meal. Martira is a fine city indeed, which makes this Heismate offenses all the more damning. If all we've heard is true, hunting him will be a trial indeed. To be expelled from the order is one thing, but to be wholly stripped of his knighthood, I would not be surprised at the man's giving into despair.
Pleasure to see you.
As requested by Barden, the entire tavern has been reserved for your party's private use today. I had to kick out a whole house full of drunkards for this, but I hope you're all worth it. Still, it was nice of you to come all the way, traveler. Please make yourself comfortable. The beds are in the back, past the door next to the desk.
Got a moment?
Meet the lady in the castle tomorrow. We're not particularly familiar. Why don't we call it a night? Okay, so that's it. We're done. Oh, where's the back? Oh. I wonder if these rustic flowers were gathered from somewhere nearby. They smell great. Finally free from those tiny runner bunks. Nice to sleep in an inn, isn't it? Love a good inn. The runner wasn't so bad. It works.
Look at that.
I prefer the runner bugs, actually.
Right?
I can see the monsters out there when we camp on the runners, so I rest a little easier in an inn. I wish Nearest would come inside with us, but I suppose if the runner is a castle, then he is its king. Alright, sleep then. Sleep.
Good night.
Sleep. Rest well.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Thursday. Thursday.
It's gorgeous out.
Wow, what a beautiful weather. I think I've overslept though.
Hold on.
Where is everyone?
Let's hurry.
They all went to the castle ahead of us. Apparently we can get there by climbing the stairs in Stairstones Market.
Beg your pardon? Missing.
All these rumors of abductions just make my skin crawl. I can't stop thinking the buggers might be prowling around as we speak. I want to run away, but I cannot leave the farm. See, when you don't have a gutter runner, Cotland runner, leaving is so a trifle matter.
People missing.
You! Now you listen here. I'm saying this for your own good, alright? You never know when the kidnapper's going to show up. So if you're going to lie down, by your eyes, man, go somewhere safer. Even you wouldn't like getting kidnapped. I tell you that much.
What were the gods doing?
The hell made that noise?
Hey!
Thanks for running. We should stick to the city right now.
You there!
Oi! That you running down there? Elves are riding on gauntlet runners these days, are they? Yeah, I thought I'd see the like. Suppose it means that means you're the help who's come to town? You gonna take that run into the giant sand road? And to Esme? You're a great hero. You'll get a hero's welcome if you take him down. There's weapons and armor for sale in town. I'm gonna make good use of him. Well, thank you for being considerate that I hope I could be your hero.
What were the gods doing?
Hello there.
Here for the water, you won't find more of this. I can get 5. Okay.
Now then.
More people missing.
Not handling any new bounties at the moment. Everyone's caught up with the incidents, you know, the ones. I think reception should open again by tomorrow, but can a guy like you really handle a bounty anyways?
Now what am I to do?
Abolish taxes. It's your money. Reclaim freedom for commerce and for yourself.
That sounds right.
Sounds like something a merchant would come up with. But the more you think about it, the less sense it makes. What would happen to the people who can't work? Besides, if there were no taxes, how could the kingdom help anyone? It'd be every person for themselves.
Closery.
The one taken recently was a friend of my daughter's, and she was so young. I'm afraid my daughter will be next. We must pray for what else can we do? God shall provide.
Let's call it.
Oi!
So are you the ones Barton said will help? Is here to help? Or what's your business here? We have business in the castle. Can we get there going this way? Castle, eh? In that case, you ought to take those stairs on the other side of town. Not that you can't get to the castle this way, but, well, it's just unpopular little byway. Is all. In times like these, don't you agree it's safer where there's lots of people? You're right, we should
Screw you, I'm going up this way.
Let's not.
Fine, fuck off. Whatever. I love chickens, Eddie.
Now what am I to do?
An elder candidate? No. What'll I do here?
My daughter's gone missing. Please help me find her. Ma'am, it's been 3 weeks since she went missing. It pains me to say it, but no, I refuse to believe it. Children are just getting snatched up like that.
Can't be.
Hey! Whoa!
Wonder if I can order some armor custom fit for a fairy. Your sword or shield. Oh, I'm at it. You're thinking, why does she need any of this, aren't you? Come on, I need to look presentable champion of justice too.
Whoa!
Oh.
What'll it be?
First off, appraisal. An iron abacus. And silver mail that no one needs. Plain, nondescript clothes that make it easy to slip away and hide. Allows for evasive movements. I'll give it to you.
Ooh. Ooh. Yeah.
Can't be.
What'll I do here? Wouldn't last a second if I got
More people
Yeah, we're
missing.
supposed to just go about our lives with the strike from the shadows anymore. You just offer up some convicts and unwanted children. Say, you know any elder no one would miss? I'm sorry, that was a joke that went too far. But I'm worried, I tell you. I'm putting my foot in my mouth now. And then, can you blame me?
Wouldn't last a second if I got kidnapped.
Respect the old, tax the young.
Whoa!
Of course, it's a wrong idea. They live so long, the elderly would naturally gravitate towards ideals like this. Why at the cost of the young? Feels like the country would end up pretty lopsided. Rich, poor, man, women, hell, even children. Doesn't matter to them. They're ruthless. Usually you kidnap someone, you've got a purpose, yeah? But not here. It's downright spine-chilling. It is.
Whoa!
You have a new face? Oh, are you a helper that I heard about? I expect you to be an elder. That doesn't matter. I'll be fine. I brought my friends. You did as much. Seen that massive gauntlet run over there and all. Not that I think you can't do the job, yeah? Barnum picked you, and I believe in you. You think a kidnapper's scary, but this Heisman fellow's beyond the pale. I heard he can command illusions.
Anything's possible when he's able to abduct fuck right off the street. Better be damn careful is all. I like this town kind of so far. There's at least a smaller bit of respect.
Welcome.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm sold out of meat today. You get out there and restock, you know? Do come back another time if you're craving some meat, okay?
You!
What do you want? You interested in the rocket faces?
Hang on. What if... I see.
Crier said the stones had appeared around the world, and they weren't wrong. This means whatever we are, we'll be able to know the rankings. That's handy. First is Forwardin, second is Lewis. The support they earned is kind of overwhelming. Even after a human rampage in front of the Grand Cathedral, Lewis' following is strong as ever. If anything, he's more popular. Just goes to show how dissatisfied people were under the previous king. If we don't handle this smartly, Lewis could very well end up king. No, we've got to stop that from happening. At least, I'm sure Fortin's going to is going to be making a move too.
Yep.
And now we know where we stand. Should I get back to it? What was that? What just happened? For top performance, you need top mechanics. This is Caden Gauntlet Runner Workshop. Hold on, isn't this just a Gauntlet Runner advertisement? She's just using the turn to make sales, not because she wants the crown? Ugh, anything goes, I guess. Are there any normal candidates?
That's wrong, though.
Okay, then which way are we going? Oh, up here. Sure, yes.
Oh, where do you want to?
Now, how did I wind up here?
Can't even let my wee ones out of the house because of the kidnappings. Poor Baron's fair mopey about it, bless them. When I told General Baron as much, his face fell like dropped pie. Like a dropped pie. He's pure heart, General is. Fine, never mind that. Off to fight Heisme, are ya? Keep your guard up, and then rumor has it he's got some passing skill. They say he's faster than any soldier. Nobody could do much to nick him. Must be quick on his feet. Doesn't seem like it's easy. What a waste.
Well met.
You're late. Poor Baron has been waiting on the tenterhooks. Apparently, the lady has graciously agreed to meet with us, but best not to keep her waiting. Let's run about. Castle looks positively ancient. I wasn't expecting the city to have such a rich history. Before his kidnappings, I imagined the city knew peace. Let's get the details in, lady.
I've awaited you.
So you've all come. Fantastic. Lady Joanna is waiting inside. Let's go right now.
Aye. Yes.
Please come this way. Please tell me there's no more talking from me. After this talk, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to cut it short tonight.
May I present Lady Joanna?
Oh, thank God.
Sanctoress and the ruler of this city. These are the ones who have undertaken the request to subjugate Heisme.
I am Joanna, presiding lady of this city. On its behalf, you have my gratitude for traveling all the way from the royal capital.
Lady Joanna refused to use taxes to pay for this, so she sold her own heirlooms and possessions to secure the funds.
How gracious of her.
It's clear you want only the best for your people, milady. So we'll give you our best in return.
I cannot claim any nobility above yours. Even as other aspirants to the throne quarrel and bicker, you've chosen instead to help the kingdom's people.
Well, we don't deserve that much credit. After all, we're not helping for free.
Even so, please put an end to this tragedy.
We won't let you down.
Thank you. In truth, I thought it foolish to decide a monarch by a simple vote of popularity. But Perhaps there is something to it. Here is my offer. If you get rid of the culprit, I will appeal to the people of this town to support you.
Aye?
'Tis most kind, but can you truly afford that? Surely, as a church sanctoress, His Eminence Forden would expect your support. Indeed. However, I would rather have a king who truly cares for his subjects. Yes, Lady Joanna. Now, I must return to my duties. I shall await our next meeting.
We're counting on you.
'Twas a confident smile indeed, with a great deal of pain behind it.
I know it's but a step in our plan, but truly, I hope we can help these people. She even promised us political support.
She did say it. Well, I mean, I can't help but wonder if she'll keep her word on that. It's quite a promise to make when she barely knows us.
Did something seem amiss?
Not in particular. Maybe it's just the gloominess of this place getting to me. So what are we gonna do about Heisme? We'll have to go out in Sandworm territory to find him, right?
The mere fact of his kidnappings suggests he's passing unseen by guards and sandworms alike. The question is, how?
Let's ask around the city a bit first. Though I can't say we'll find many willing to talk with the streets this deserted. Maybe we'll have better luck around the taverns and shops.
We should go.
Everyone went out together and we should ask around to do the same. So, Gallica senses potentially an undertone of something don't seem right about this. But we'll see about that next time. Yeah, apologies. I would have wished to gone on at least one more hour, but I am sleepy all of a sudden, so I'm gonna need to head to bed a little earlier than I was expecting to. Hopefully I might be able to continue a little bit more this tomorrow evening. It all depends on how things go, or if I don't get busy with something else, but otherwise, everyone, for those of you who are lurking in the shadows of this stream or watching the pre-records, thank you for tuning in. I hope I was able to keep things entertaining for you, and I do wish you all a good rest of your night, morning, day, afternoon, evening, wherever it is in your neck of the woods. Take care, and stay safe out there, everybody.